So Al asked me, what you gonna do the next couple of days? And I said, well, I'm gonna try to fill in the gaps. And he's like, so you're gonna mind the gap? And I said, yeah, I'm gonna mind the gap. Join me.
Mind the gap. Mind the gap.
Here is a little gap that is going to open up between the garlic and the Patterson onions by taking out the bolting spinach. Well, that's a nice load of spinach to get cleaned up. I'm going to miss being able to harvest that. Well, there's the little gap all hula-hoed, little tiny hand stirrup hoe. If you've never seen one of these, this is the tool for a raised bed. It works awesome. Well, I have sown some sugar snack carrots, 2 rows of them right here, closer to the garlic because that garlic's going to come out now in 2 to 4 weeks. And the Patterson onions, they're going to need longer than that. They'll probably go well into July, maybe even the beginning of August. We'll see. While I was in here, I cleaned up the bottom of the Dr. White Cheese tomato. But there's another gap filled. I had a heck of a time germinating rosemary, but I finally got some to go, and I am going to plant it right there next to the one I bought at the nursery. Do well, my little friends. It's been a struggle. I am going to get some yin yang beans on the go. I don't have a spot for them right now, but I will have a spot opening up, and by that time these will hopefully be on the go, and I'm going to do it in the snail roll method. So there I've got my roll, and now I am going to put the beans. So I have 11 beans, and I hope to get 6 plants for sure. Now these seeds came to me from Verge, my friend up in Door County that is heading up the kitchen garden project. And there we go, getting them rolled in. I just love this method. String on to hold the top intact. Yay! Another gap filler ready to go soon. Wow, everything took off after that rain we had. And the way I'm minding the gaps here is I tucked in extra seed on the plants that were failing a little bit. Not terribly, but I stuck in 3 little tomato seeds in those green stalks. Same type tumblers, but that's how I'll fill those gaps. Little second crop. I cleaned out this little bed in the last week and added the 2 cardinal vines that I had growing inside. They just don't like cold, so it's been a while since they could come outside, and poor things didn't really get, a hardening off, but it was overcast for the first 3 days, so they're doing fine. They're troopers. This bed has mostly brown-eyed Susans, as you can see. And then back here, I had Shasta daisies plus brown-eyed Susan. And you can see right there is really the only Shasta daisies that are left. So I am going to fill this gap right here with some Shasta daisy seed that I picked up. Now, these will not bloom this year, but they'll get their roots down and started and should bloom for us next year. Now back here, there was a lush patch of 3 colors of Sweet William right there, and that's all that came up this year. They're beautiful, but it's not enough. So I got myself another pack of what was in there before, and I am going to fill that gap in and get a nice patch going again. Here's another gap that is opening up right now. I'm going to pull out those last 2 radishes, and I am going to plug in some lemon drop basil into that gap. Look at all these little tiny weeds here. Crazy. I think they must be cottonwoods. Look at all that cotton. It's everywhere. I've never had this many weeds before. Crazy. Well, there's that gap filled with the lemon drop basil. The little white pieces are to keep the birds from pecking at them. Never had a problem with that in the past, but this year I have. I also pulled back those marigolds a little bit, took some of the leaves off to give those very few Walla Walla there a chance for sunlight. Ay, what's happening here? Okay, so we put the carrots in here, and on the other side of that Anaheim, we put those 2 little basils where the radishes came out. And the next thing that'll come out is this garlic, and we have the yin yang beans and the snail roll going. I think the next thing that'll come out is this Mizuna mustard. And look at these pods. Oh my goodness. I have never had pods this huge. This is gonna have so many seeds. Helen and I wrangled this last night with a little more twine, but it's amazing. And then after that, there'll be the onions that come out. I think I'm gonna do beans in there also, but that'll take care of this bed. There's really nothing that I need to worry about gap filling here, because those butternut squash will fill out that spot and they'll go well into the fall, and the marigolds will keep kicking, so no gaps here. In this bed, I will have a gap when that arugula comes out that I'm letting go to seed, and when that cost finishes not too long from now. These carrots and beets will be in here for a while, as will the onions. That's Marvel of 4 Seasons, and it will be out probably in the next couple of weeks. Those radishes will be out pronto. And this cilantro will hang on for a little while longer, making seed. Probably end of July, I'll be looking at those onions coming out, so I'll need something to go in there. This is probably the most immediate thing, in that, you know, in the next 2 to 4 weeks, this garlic will come out, and I will do beans there, some type of bush bean. These radishes will be out within the next week, so I think I'm going to leave that spot open because I am nurserying these leeks right here. I've got Mercurian, some American flag, which just aren't coming to much, and some King Richard right there. So those will definitely need all of this space. This spot will open up here in a month or so after these King Richard leeks have flowered and made seed for me. And this lettuce is pretty much going to come out in the next couple of days. Otherwise it'll get bitter. And that Mizuna can come out right now, and the arugula, because it went right to seed. Crazy. When it gets hot, they just don't make it. So I do have an opening right here. And this is an interesting spot because it does get afternoon shade early down at this end. So I'm thinking I should start some of that summertime lettuce. Yeah, summertime lettuce. Now there is an opening right there. I think I'm going to just leave that be though, because I'm going to need that for the leeks. There's a little spot between these two tomatoes, but honestly, once they get big, I'm going to need that space to step in and pick. Same here, so I'm just going to leave that open. Plus, need the airflow. I have a bad habit of cramming too much in, and these celeriac are going to keep getting bigger. My spring bulbs are dying down there, and I could tuck something in there once they're finished. That's a possibility to think about, a gap filler. And the rest of this, not so much. Oh, this arugula and Mizuna are now starting the bolting process. I should get those picked today. That's a tiny spot for something, but you know what? I already have some parsley started. I think I'm going to tuck it in there. Now, for the moment, the birdies beds are all full, but I do have this dream of actually having lettuce all summer. So I definitely need a succession of lettuce to follow behind that and get that started now. Those will go all season, my pepper bed. And here is what is supposed to be the Cushaw squash, but I have seeded twice and still have zero germination. So this may just become a direct seeded bean bed. I'm going to give it another 4 days or so just to make sure. That bed's full, and it'll be a while before those potatoes come out. And when they do, I'll have to think of something to get ready, but that won't be until in July. Yeah, these are all done. Eventually those potato pots over there will open up, but I imagine by the time I dump those out, I won't have much to grow in there at that time, but we'll keep an eye on that. Well, there's another gap filler all sown. Well, there are the dragon tongue bush beans and the golden wax beans, the top notch, sown. I've got 8 of them, hoping for 6 to germinate. Well, Mr. Miller, I went inside and looked at the garden journal and the plan for this year. And about 10 days from now is when I sowed my fennel last year. And that worked perfectly to sow it at the summer solstice. So, where am I gonna put it? Hope I got you thinking about succession planting and filling in your gaps and using your space. And I hope you'll come back and see me again. Remember, sometimes the only thing we harvest is knowledge, and that's okay. Bye for now. We'll see you on the next one.